and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kylie and today I'm going to be doing a try on of all of the items I just picked up with either the Ulta points or Sephora points. I cashed in my Sephora points for $200 gift cards or gift certificates, and then I also went and had about $100 and Ulta points that I got to spend, and all of that. I'm super excited. I'm sorry about my background. I didn't address that in my last video. My house is currently under construction. Behind my vanity is my fiance's desk and the bathroom, and the only thing not done in my house is the bathroom. So I've got a working restroom and working sink. It's just this the shower, and the walls not completely done because of the water heater. We had to make sure we get the shower done before we close off the wall, because if we close off the wall and can't get to the water heater and there's something wrong with the shower, big fiasco. So this is what I'm working with right now. I'm sorry. Of the items that I will be using today, I'm going to put down in the description bar. So if you personally, I like to watch the video and have the description bar open so I can read what she's going to use and just have the video on play in the background, because I know it's helpful to watch other people's videos. So that's just personally what I like to do. But the items that will increase the longevity of my my face makeup, I didn't have a chance to purchase, and I didn't really want to purchase more, and these items included a setting powder, a setting spray, a primer, so all of that has to do with how my foundation is gonna wear, and then my brow product, which in all honesty I could have used the eyeshadow palette that I have on today for my brows, but I didn't want to do that. So yeah, I really enjoy some of these items. Some of them were click right off the bat, I know I like you. Some of them are like, gotta work with you a little bit, see how I like you, see how I don't like you, use you different ways. So I'm really excited about this, so let's just hop into it. I'll mess with some time travel and we'll get going. Well, first I'm going to prime my eyes off camera because I don't want you to see what I'm using, because I'm using my concealer. Alrighty, now the eyeshadow I picked up, I got it from Ulta. I just strolled into Ulta one day and I was looking for something new, and this popped out at me. This is the 35H Hotspot palette, and I freaking love it. You have your like more pinky tones, and you have like a row of neutrals right here, and then you have your blue tones. I love the layout of this pattern rather, and I'm really excited to dip into it. I can't wait, but blues are like my thing. I'm going to set my eye with this shade right here. I'm just going to be using my Morphe 504 brush, and this brush is freaking amazing. I love it. I'm really intrigued by this blue side over here, so I think I'm going to play with this, but this gold shade right here is calling my name for some reason. But I think I'm going to take this blue shade right here and my Morphe 504 brush. Moment of truth. Oh, okay. She's very pigmented. The color is there. This shade has got my boots knocked like off. Like, I'm completely shocked by how pigmented this blue is. I'm very impressed. Now I gotta go look up to see if this is a collaboration palette. Definitely, there is definitely a lot of fallout, so I would highly, highly suggest doing your eyeshadow first. Not a problem for me. I don't care at all, because this is my normal routine, but some people, I know that is a problem. Next, I'm going to take this shade right here and dust it here in the inner corner and out here on the outer edge. I will be using my M543 brush. I am using a lot of Morphe products. I did not realize that. I'm speechless. Speechless! But I'm a blue shadow fanatic. I love blue shadow. Next, what I think I want to do, I'm going to use this shade on the outer portions and this shade on the inner section to try and build into that color, because I don't want it to look super awkward and just like bleh. And I think I'm going to try and apply it with my fingers first, and if that doesn't go as planned, I'll find something else. Actually, I'm gonna try and do this with my opposite hand and see how ambidextrous I can be. I think that turned out better than I was expecting it to. I don't know what I was expecting, but I actually really like this. Now that my eyes are done, I'm going to move directly into my brows. I'm going to be using this iconic Sculpt and Boost eyebrow cushion, and I got this in a BoxyCharm, so technically I did kind of get this one for free if I only paid for the one item. And it comes with a brush, a lighter shade, and a darker shade. In comparison with the M44 brush, I'm going to be using the Ardell brush. It came with the Ardell pomade that I have. I don't know, it just says Ardell on it. I would just assume it's the eyebrow brush. I am back, and I don't hate this product. I'm normally a brow pencil kind of gal, but it's alright. It's alright. The next thing I would like to do is my primer. So the primer I will be using is the No Pore Prime Essence by Touch in Soul. I got this in a BoxyCharm, so I figured it was fair, and I'm just going to put, this is a serum primer, so you kind of got to work a little quickly, but it's very easy to apply, and you don't have a whole bunch of stuff on your fingers afterward. Okay, moving on from primer, I want to go into my foundation, and the foundation that I bought is from Huda Beauty. I have the shade ShortBread 20B, and that's what it looks like. Okay, now to apply this, my last video I talked about this Morphe sponge, and I complained about how it was super hard and super rough. And then Jocelyn Claire commented on my video and told me that there is more Morphe sponges. So I went to go back when I was shopping with my Ulta points, and I decided I wanted to pick up the other two sponges. So this one here is the Flawless sponge. I use sponge to apply my foundation and my concealer on this side of my face. I really do like it. It spread my makeup out really quickly. It was really nice. It was very even. I feel like it didn't absorb a whole lot. This is the Flawless Beauty Sponge from Morphe, and I really did like this sponge as of right now. The other sponge I purchased was the Complexion Blending Sponge, and that is this sponge right here. For my foundation, my concealer on this side of my face, I felt like I used more pumps with using this sponge than I did with the other sponge. I'm not sure why, but I did feel like this sponge was a lot smaller and a lot harder to spread my foundation out. I feel like it took me forever to blend my foundation out. I did this side first, and then I went to this side, and I was doing my foundation. I was like, well, if she recommended me this sponge, it's just like a kind of sponge, but I think she was talking about the Flawless sponge, because this one I really do like, and I was shocked about how good I like this. Morphe's like blowing me out of the water right now. I don't know why, but those are the only new Morphe products I had, the eyeshadow palettes and those two sponges. On to the concealer I used, I picked up the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer, and I got it in the shade Snow. The applicator on this bad boy is like really big. Like it's humongo. I have never tried this, but I wanted to try both the Huda Beauty and Too Faced foundation and concealer, but I figured if I got one from each, if I liked it enough, I could go back and purchase the other one after I use one up. Because of the eyes, first I took this shade and I dusted it all the way underneath my eye and connected it out on my my smoked edge. Yeah, connected it to my smoked edge. And then, since this coral shade was like screaming at me, I couldn't not use it, I put it in the middle, and now it kind of gives me like a, you know how when the sun sets on the water, like that's what my eyes is giving me vibes, like the yellow from the sun and then like the red, you know, that's what it's doing. Moving on to my face products. Jouer Sun Swept Bronzer Duo Palette. I really wanted to try their concealer because Kathleen Lights always talks about it, but I didn't want to get color match for that. Plus, I wanted the Too Faced one, so I picked up their bronzer duo instead. This is the light to medium bronzer duo, and that is what it looks like. It is just so freaking gorgeous. I was worried that it was going to be too light, but then I was looking at the darker one, but it was like, if it's too light, I can build it up and make it work. If it's too dark, I'm just not going to use it. So I went with the lighter shade. I use both of them first. I'm just gonna go into both. Why not? Oh my. I'm really glad that I got the light one. What I did was I just swirled my brush in there, used both of them, and it turned out really, really nice. I really like it. I've contoured my nose and everything, and I am really happy with this bronzer palette. Next, I like to do my highlight because that way if I do my blush last, it seams the lines together and I don't got like stripes going off across my face. But this highlight has been on my wish list ever since I seen it release. I wanted it so bad. The bronzers from this company, I don't really see the hype for them. Like, yeah, they're a bronzer. Yay! But I picked up the Marc Jacobs Runway 9/12/2018 highlight. I went into the Sephora in my hometown and I kept asking them, where you get this? Will you get this? Will you get this? And they finally said, you know what, it's been so long, I don't think we're gonna get it. The highlight looks like it is $80 worth the wait, and it's called the Omega Glaze, and it is just, I haven't even touched it yet. There's the highlight. There's the highlight on my finger. There is that highlight. I don't know if you can tell in person, but it is a icy highlight. Like, I did pick up a lot, apparently. Hold on. This is kind of insane. Like, it's got an icy hue to it, so if you mix it with like a champagne highlight, I think it could be really, really gorgeous. Or I haven't found anything I don't like yet, which I'm extremely pleased with. Is after I'm back, I've completed my highlight. I've done right here, a little bit up here in my inner corner, on my brow bone, my nose, my cupid's bow, a little bit on my chin, and I think this highlight is freaking amazing. I don't know why more people aren't talking about it. I think it just kind of like slipped underneath the radar. I don't understand. Next though, I have another product from Jouer. This is their blush palette. This is what it looks like. It's cruelty free, which is kind of nice. The packaging is really like gorgeous and like reflective. Looking at this palette, I think I'm going to use Marigold and Know Me. I'm going to mix them together and see what that looks like. I did go for a bold eye, so I don't want to be too bold on my cheeks. Alrighty guys, I'm sorry my camera so rudely died. And I'm just going to quickly go through everything. It charged for about 20 minutes and I got to Chot. Okay. I don't know where exactly I left off, but for my mascara, I used the Damn Girl, Those Lashes Are Thick mascara. It wasn't great, wasn't terrible. I don't know. I need to use this a few more times, and I know that mascaras, when you first start to use them, they get better as time goes on. So I don't know. For my lip product, I picked this up at Ulta. It's the MAC Pro Matte Liquid Color, and I got the shade Burnt Spice. And this is what it looks like. It's a lot warmer in the tube than it is on my lips, and it applies a lot. Like, when it's liquid, it's a lot warmer, but as soon as it dries down, it becomes more of like a neutral, and I really, really like that. I don't like orange nudes. I just don't like them. And also from Ulta, I picked up two glosses from Kylie Cosmetics in the shade Clear, which is this one, and the other one is in the shade Always Shining, which is this clear one. I have the pink one on right now. I love it. I thought it would give me a little bit of color. I mean, the pigment is so like far and few between that it wouldn't be like, ooh, you've got pink lip gloss on, even if I just put it on by itself. So I really like that. Running through most of the products that I have on my face, besides the ones I just talked about, obviously. This Jouer blush palette I thought was amazing. The colors worked really good, at least the colors that I owned. This highlight I know I'm gonna love. It's gonna be in my everyday. Friday I'm going to switch up my shop, my stash. Every Friday I do that, so hopefully this is probably gonna be in there. I'm probably gonna have to add another highlight just because of how icy it is though. The bronzer palette was very nice. The color is very nice. And this Morphe palette, holy cow, it's like my best first impression for Morphe. I haven't used any of these pink shades, but I know of the blue shades that I used, they worked really, really well, and the shimmers did work pretty well. You can definitely see them on my eyes, in my opinion. This eyeliner, I like it. Maybe not the color for this eye look, but I do like it. And my foundation and my concealer, I don't know, but I did want to buy something bougie from MAC, and I did want to buy something bougie from Marc Jacobs. I only have a few things from MAC. I have a bullet lipstick, a liquid lipstick now, and then a highlighting palette. So I'm really excited to own this. Really excited to own this. This palette gave me a great first impressions. I kind of want to do like something with that. Plus, I also used these sponges. I really like the Flawless sponge. This one I could give or take, but this one I really, really like. This will probably go into my everyday use because my beauty sponge is dirty, so this will just go in my normal thing. But thank you for sitting and chatting with me, and have a great afternoon. Bye!